have you with us in the presentation area, ladies and gentlemen. We got through without rain hitting Lakeside, and boy, isn't it tipping down now, which is exactly what so many of us wanted, unless you were Leonard Myers or a couple of others who were actually praying for rain during the course of the day. Great start to what is going to be a big season. We've got Hully here to present some trophies for us. We've got also Michael Woodcroft as well. We'll get to those guys in just a moment. I think Hully's coming up to present our pole awards here. And Mark Giorgio's got all the documentation, so let's read through all of this. Our Potluck Pole Awards, you'll be taking home, how much cash are they taking home, Mark?
$140.
And just a measly little $140 tip for the end of the day. Nice way to start the season. Of course, that wouldn't be possible with all the great sponsors, without all their support, and Mark Giorgio will run through that for those of you still watching on Facebook Live in just a moment. In Class C, our Potluck Pole Award winner is Matthew Devitt.
Turn the microphone on.
He's put his car away.
Just wait for me. Just give it to someone else.
All right, we'll wait for Matty. We'll come back to him in a moment. The Potluck Pole Award for Group B, none other than Peter Bray. That is a popular reception.
Thanks, mate. Congratulations. Well done. Thank you.
Hey, Pete, well done. Come and have a quick chat with me here for the starters. The car had some good speed today.
It's going pretty well. So, yeah, it was consistent, which helps in QTCC, obviously, as people fall away. But, yeah, keeps lapping time after time. So, really proud of it. It's good.
Does the money here go towards Morgan Park or some spare parts?
It's going to keep the car going. It always helps, that's for sure. So, yeah, no, really good.
Anyone you want to thank while you're up here, mate?
Yeah, mate, I'd like to thank Hanno's, of course, and Matty Hack especially. We spent a fair bit of time on the car and playing around and thinking of different things to do. And obviously family and my wife and brother-in-law and another brother-in-law out today and their family as well. So, now it was a big family event. So, yeah.
Peter Bray, everybody, well done, mate. Nicely done. Hey, for the benefit of those of you watching on Facebook Live at the moment, welcome to Lakeside. Apologies for the tin roof noise at the moment. Jordan might want to come in a little bit closer because there is no microphone attached to that Samsung of mine. We'll go to Class A now, ladies and gentlemen. The Potluck pole winner here is not Matthew Hark, instead Cameron Hark, ladies and gentlemen. And that is one up on the brother for today.
Thank you.
Well done, mate. We'll probably be seeing you back up here for the podium presentation in just a moment, but what are you going to do with the 140?
Nothing special, but
Nothing special.
It is the third time, so shows that you got to be finishing races to get this sort of stuff. So that's the main thing we aim for. So
nothing beats consistency. Well done, mate. We'll see you back up here very, very shortly. Holly's going to stay with us here because we're going to present the Hard Charger Award winners, ladies and gentlemen. And this went through about 5 different judges of facts, so I'm sure we've come up with the right trifecta here for those of you playing along at home. In Group C today, Mr. Italian Challenge himself, Ettore Vasolo. Well done, mate.
Excellent. Congratulations. Thanks very much.
And to be fair, I'll just jump in here and let you have the limelight, mates. Yes, exactly. I'm P1. That was a nice day out at the office, and you're building speed and momentum all the time.
Yeah, little Beamer's going really well. We put some new tyres on it, and just perseverance. Just keep plugging away at it, and it's paid off.
And he said to me earlier in a radio interview, ladies and gentlemen, PB around Lakeside today, which means that someone's hit the money right off the top of the bat so far this season. Is there more time in this car yet?
No, I don't think so, mate.
What about the driver?
Yeah, the driver needs a lot of help. Yeah, that's what we've really got to work on.
All right, well done on the Hard Charger Award. We'll see you for the next round. Well done. Ettore Vasolo, everybody.
And it was really good. Enjoyed it. Close racing with the guys. Nice, clean, close racing. It was awesome. Thanks, guys.
Anyone else you want to thank while you're up here, by the way?
The missus, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. Very smart boy. Fantastic. The Hard Charger Award in Group B today for you, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, what a day out this guy's having. Rob Droda. I know you're not the biggest public speaker, so we'll let Fee get a photo of you with the Hard Charger Award, and then we'll have a better chat with you a little bit later on. Good stuff. Hey, let's get to Group A, Mark, and award our Hard Charger Award winner here. And you've got to feel sorry for this guy, the way his day come to an end, but by gee, he took it to the Holdens right throughout. Saxon Moyes! Well done, mate.
Thank you. Congratulations, mate.
Unfortunately, third race brings to an end a very good run. Unfortunately, probably rules you out of the podium for the round, but
That's all good.
just talk us through quickly what happened, because that was intense racing, intense competition for the first 5 laps or so with Harkey and Walker, and you were really putting it to the Commodores out there.
Our belt slipped for our power steering and water pump. Yeah, so we had our temps shot through the roof. We were like 155, half a lap, so kind of had to come in with that. Didn't want to blow up the engine, so yeah.
Now, true or false, you had a special passenger on board for a good portion of the day as well.
Oh yeah. So we had a spanner underneath our seat. I said to Dad, like, there's a massive big rattling in the car. He's like, nah, there's nothing going on. You're just not used to the car. But yeah, so we checked underneath the seat, and there's a spanner we found out after the last race. But yeah,
I'm very happy to report I've seen the spanner. No spanners were harmed during the filming of this episode of the Queensland Touring Car Championship. Hey, this is a guy to watch as the season goes on. He's got terrific pace. Saxon Moyes, a name to watch in 2021. Well done. Hully, just quickly, a word from you. Great to have Hully's Automotive back on board as a sponsor of the Queensland Touring Car Championship this year. You've got to be impressed with what you've seen, even with the fair attrition rate today, and it bodes well for the rest of the season, doesn't it?
Oh, it's going to be a great season. When you've got the class of drivers who ride from C through to A, it's phenomenal. And to watch them all get out at the end of the races and go and complement each other, that's what racing's about, and that's what makes this group such a great group.
Hully's Automotive, ladies and gentlemen, just one of the many valued supporters of the Queensland Touring Car Championship. Thank you, mate. Without people like him, this stuff doesn't happen in 2000.
Sorry, mate.
Come back and have a photo. Without people like Hully's Automotive and the rest of the crew, we couldn't do what we do. So thank you very much to him and the rest of the sponsors. And on that subject, new naming rights sponsor this year to help us present the trophies for the opening round for the podium for the 3 classes. Please welcome the great man Michael Woodcroft from Brisbane Collision Centre, ladies and gentlemen. That's your cue to come up and join us, mate. Come on up, come on up. Or as Sean Cosgrove once said on Channel 9, come on down. Let's bring to your attention, ladies and gentlemen, the podium now for Group C. And at this point in time, I might just take the old clipboard away there from you, Mr. Giorgio, and we'll press on here. I tell you what, this guy is on the precipice of breaking out. We spoke to him a little bit earlier today. He said, given it's my first time here, there's more in the car and there's definitely more in the driver. His fastest time today, 1:01.001. You don't want to get any closer to breaking into Group B than that. Third outright in Group C today, the newcomer, Murray Riley. And much to the applause of the onlookers here, the spectators, the fellow competitors, the QTCC family here in the presentation area. Murray, stand here and have a chat with me firstly, mate. Look down the barrel of the camera. Surely there's some people to thank. We've spoken to you a few times throughout the day already. Pole, a great way to start. Probably not the pace to go with the guys in race trim, but definitely a launch pad for a big season ahead.
Yeah, look, first of all, thanks to Daryl and Alex for coming out and giving me a hand, giving up their weekend. But look, I got to learn how to race. I got my ears boxed at the start on, I think, every race. So had a lot of fun. Yeah, and I'm putting a straight car on the trailer, so I'm happy.
It's always hard with people in your ear, isn't it?
It is, but you know, at the end of the day, yeah, I've not done any racing before, so it's all new to me, and I guess got to learn how to race, not just drive a fast lap, sort of thing. So, yeah.
All right. As a new racer, welcome to the family. Great to have you on board. A sprinter for a couple of years, now come to the real stuff, ladies and gentlemen, and watch him as the season goes on. We always look to see the improvement in our newcomers as the year goes on. This guy's proven a point with third in the opening round. Murray Riley, everybody. Take your step on the podium there, mate. Excellent stuff. Hey, second today. What is it about BMWs and Lakeside that just works so well? They've taken the top 2 spots here. And at the start of the weekend, we went to this bloke and said, you've got to be happy with where this car's sitting. He was looking forward to the season ahead, and consistency is again going to be the key. For Andrew Knight. Well done, mate. Nicely done. Second, again, something you build on as the season goes forward. Although there's a bloke by the name of Kelly that's just sent a message, sent a statement to start the season. What have you got to do to track him down?
Don't know. No, it was
It's
no,
one
honestly.
of the very few times I've seen you speechless, by the way.
No. It's great to have him back. Like last year, he got bumped up, and I didn't get to race with him much, so I'm happy to be racing with him again. So, yeah, it was brilliant. Had a ball.
And I guess the new time measurements as far as breakouts and everything are concerned, they work in your favour as well, because you've got a little bit more on that bimmer yet, and the 61s are definitely on the cards.
Yeah, no, definitely. No, I still didn't even break out from last year's time, so.
There's room to go.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
Definitely, yeah.
Thoughts on Morgan Park?
Yeah, really looking forward to it. Yeah, it'll be great to get back there and have another go.
Of course, if memory serves, the bimmer was only new last time we were there.
Yeah, it was. And it came away a bit second hand, so we'll try and keep it out the fence this time.
That's right. Yes, I remember now. Andrew Knight, always a consistent podium getter in whichever class he's running, ladies and gentlemen. Second today, well done. First in Group C. I spoke to this guy at the start of the day. We got talking more about Facebook than we did racing, but thankfully he let his racing do the talking out there, not social media. What a good performance this was as the rain trickles down here at Lakeside Park. 2 from 2, and then he had an opportunity to be the only clean sweeper of the round. Unfortunately, Mark Hyde got in the way of that, but still, it was enough for the round for Scott Kelly. Ah, dear. Well done, mate. Terrific stuff. Great start to the season. And I think Knighty's got a point. The fact that you two are in the same class again, that bodes well for a good season of competition.
Yeah, I mean, the breakout dropping that little bit certainly is going to make the racing in Group C a bit tighter at the top end. And yeah, looking forward to a whole year racing these boys. Some great racing with Murray, Knighty, Heidi. It's just not one bit of paint left the cars. It's just unreal.
The breakout, I guess, dropping kind of returns the conversation to sandbagging, I guess. I've heard that a couple of times already today, but you were giving that bimmer absolutely everything. Is there any more to give?
Yeah, mate, that's a brand new little package in there, running the 4-cylinder. There might be a little bit more in it. Maybe some slightly stickier tyres. The Zeknova's held up pretty well, but I'll go a little bit bigger for that extra grip and we'll see what happens.
I hope you can hear this at home, because the people here in front of us cannot, because the rain is absolutely tipping down and we've got a tin roof above us. Thoughts on Morgan Park, thoughts on the rest of the season? Can you build on this?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I hope so. Car has always been consistent, so we'll keep that going. And yeah, Morgan Park's a great track. I had a good time there last time we were there. Don't have the advantage of 200 plus laps last week, but that Knighty has. But anyway.
Well, you're always entertaining on Facebook. You were even entertaining on the circuit today. Hopefully that continues as the rest of the season unfolds. And just on the subject, are you glad that we got this in before the rain arrived?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, this is way too wet.
Scott Kelly, everybody, give it up for him. Winner in Group B today in the opening round of the Queensland Touring Car Championship for 2021 for the Brisbane Collision Centre. And apologies to those of you watching at home on Facebook Live. I'm sure you can't hear a bloody thing at the moment, but we're trying our best. There's only so much we can do with limited technology here at Lakeside Park. And
it's dark here and light behind you, so you're awesome silhouettes.
Without further ado, I'm sure you can work your magic with Photoshop for you. No? All right. Hey, we might get some photos after, ladies and gentlemen, because at the moment it's just too dark here at this point in time. Let's move to Group B now, ladies and gentlemen. Always good to have the Douglases on the grid. There are 2 of them this year, one of them on the podium. Third in Group B, Warwick Douglas. And if my voice wasn't already gone before now, having to shout over rain, that's not going to help. Well done, mate. Nicely done.
Thank you. Well done.
Oh, yeah. And Warwick was one of the few that we didn't get a chance to catch up with throughout the course of the day, so we'll have a quick chat to him here now. That's not a bad start to the season, and just one of the many BMW Brigade. Happy to take it to the Holdens, mate. Well done.
Thank you. So, yeah, good start, but could have been better if we'd have finished the round. The busted diff, but anyway, it is what it is.
And that's been the story of the day, hasn't it? So many stories up and down the line of little things that you don't prepare for, those little gremlins coming to the surface after 5 months off track.
Yeah, well, that's it. We could have run, but decided not to. Better not to blow it up. So, hey.
Yeah. Third today, Warwick Douglas, everybody. Well done, mate. Nicely done. I would love to keep these interviews going a little bit longer, but considering half of you can't hear me at the moment, we'll keep these short. Second today, we've already had him up here. Let's get him up here one more time. Peter Bray. Oh, yeah. With the Valvoline, you know what I mean, cap on for good measure. Take your trophy first, mate, and then come and have a chat to me. Again, a good launch pad for the season, and consistency is going to be the key.
Yeah, definitely consistent lap times, and again, just keeping the car going, finishing every race. That's all you can hope for. So yeah.
What's the secret to catching these Holdens ahead of you, like Droder and Woodcroft, etc.?
These guys are lightning fast, and yeah, just get onto it and try and catch them the best I can. So yeah, no, they're flying. There's no doubt about that.
And of course, the fact that we've got 3 tracks to play at, not 2, does that work for you?
Unfortunately, I can't make the Morgan Park round, but I'll be back out of QR again. So yeah, I'll see him back then. That's for sure. Yep.
2 months off, but it'll go like that. Yep. I hope that we see just as fine a performance from you there as we did here. Well done today.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Peter Bray, everybody. Rightio. Let's get the winner up here. He said to me this morning, I hope I didn't sound, because he wasn't quite sure what to say to me when I just walked up and chucked a microphone straight under his chin. Let's hope he isn't lost for words now, because he's a round winner for the first time this year, and he was 4th outright overall for the day. Give it up for Rob Droder. Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
You said to me after race 2 that you don't like winning races at the demise of your fellow competitors when it's a mechanical issue. You want to race hard, you want to race fair, you want to beat them on the track. Does that take the shine away from the victory a little bit, or are you happy to have a good launch pad for the rest of the season?
No, listen, it's a shame that Woody had to go off, It would have been nice for him to stay there and keep racing. But it wouldn't have mattered if I'd gone off or someone else would have picked up the spot. So I'll take it, and let's move on and hope we're all out there and battling away for the next round.
Indeed, and is that Morgan Park for you, or will you be at QR?
QR.
So another one missing Morgan Park. The more we talk about Morgan Park, the more I can sense it being a non-championship round, but that's neither here nor there. We're going to work that out in due course. What's the key to success? I mean, for you, this must be really satisfying, given the hard work that's gone in over summer to rebuild this car, rather than having to strip it all down and start again. It's been a complete repair job, rather than Heidi, who got a new car out of it. And hard work pays off, and hopefully that will be well rewarded at the end of the season. Is that long game consistency, or are you eyeing race wins?
Listen, consistency, we'll just keep batting away, take one race at a time, and hopefully keep the car going and keep it pointy in, get the confidence back. Big shake after every time I got out of the car today, but starting to settle down a bit now. So yeah,
indeed.
The next one.
They can't hear a thing. I can only just hear. The rain is tipping down enormously here. But well done today. Good luck for the rest of the season. I'm sure we'll be seeing you on the podium at some stage many more times between now and October. Good stuff.
Thank you. Have a good one, guys.
Rob Droder, everybody. Well done. And I apologise because we haven't had the opportunity to give these guys a chance to thank their sponsors, but given the fact that no one can hear them at the moment, we'll make sure that happens at the next round of the season. And you would not believe the waters and rivers of water that are streaming through the pit lane here at Lakeside. We were promised rain. It arrived an hour after the final race of the day, much to the delight of so many. Rightio, let's go to Group A. 30 points was the margin at the top of the table in as far as P1 and P2 is concerned. But what a great contest this was. Third today, and he can thank Saxon Moyes for this, or more to the point, the temperature gauge. Cameron Hark. Well done, mate. A great drive, consistent performance to start the season. Saxon's misfortune is your gain, to put it bluntly. But you must be delighted with how the season has started, given that a year ago you were Group B, working your way to A2, now up to A. And now fighting with the Outright boys for the top honour.
Yep, definitely. Well, the start of last season was my actual first ever race.
That's right.
So start this year and coming into A, I wanted to earn it. So I didn't want to just basically jump up. I basically made sure I did the times and stuff like that to earn it, and then, you know, roll with it. Definitely still hanging off the back of that main pack there at the moment. But like I said, you've got to finish them to count, so do our best, and it's come away with it. So
obviously, given that you were a distant fourth in the first two races, the top three sort of bolted. Is there more in the car, or is there more in the driver, or is there more in both?
Definitely more in the car. I've only really been working on the driver. I haven't done really anything to the car since last year, so just working on, you know, driving a bit better and smoother, foot to the floor more often, stuff like that. So now I've earned it a little bit. I may flash on some mods.
Well, you got $140 to play.
Yeah, well, that's probably going to be fuel, mate. But yeah, we'll just try and make it a little bit more competitive while we're still trying to remain consistent. So.
Well done today, terrific performance. I take it we'll see you at Morgan Park?
No, I won't be making Morgan Park, unfortunately.
So
it's a fair trip. Yeah, QR will be my next round.
2 months off, that's a lot of time to work on the car.
A little bit to do, so yeah, but it should be good. I'd just like to thank Maddie, my wife and kids and stuff for helping out and letting me do it as well. Les Hannafin, he's a legend, and Hanno's Car Care there, and Psycho Performance sponsors, so awesome.
Well done. Cameron Hark, everybody. Well done. Third today. How are you people at the back going? Can you still hear us? No. Oh, okay. I'll take that as a yes. All right. Second today. Spoke to the guy at the top of the broadcast on West Bremer Radio and Turn CE Sport. He said, I'm not really worried about a championship defence. What did he do? He went out and won the opening race. He then backed it up with 2 seconds to finish the day. The round means that he's second. It's a good launch pad for a championship defence, if you ask me. Matthew Hark. Oh, yeah. You would not believe how quickly pit lane is filled with puddles of water, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like we should be singing in the rain at the moment. Harky, geez, that was a cracking fight, a cracking scrap between you and Stewie Walker for the round. If there's more of that throughout the season, the trackside spectators, least of all the viewers listening at home, will not be disappointed.
Yeah, no, it was a good run. I tried my best to try and get him, but he had that little bit more than I had, so he got it. Yeah, I'll keep going, go the same, just keep at it.
And what about this? Share a podium with Cameron, eh?
Yeah, he's on the bottom one. He did make them though, so.
Well, yeah, exactly right, and they've come up very nicely as well. Long game. Last year couldn't have gone any better for you. The consistency served you so very well. You were a massive margin champion in the end. It was unassailable going into the last round, essentially. This year, I know you say back-to-back isn't on your mind, but given how well you've started, surely it's got to be sitting there somewhere.
No, it doesn't bother me. I just come to race. I enjoy it. I like racing with the likes of Stewie, you know. It's close racing. That's what I come for. I'm not worried about the championship. If I get it, I get it. If I don't, so be it.
And after 5 months off, it must be nice to be back in the full trim of things.
Yeah, we've been practicing all the time anyway. We go to every practice we can, so yeah, it's good. We try and burn it all out before we get here.
They just can't get enough of it. Yeah. The defending champion, second today, ladies and gentlemen, Matty Huck, well done. And on the subject of champions, this guy has been the Prince of A2 for as long as I can recall. I think it's 4 times a B or an A2 champion, and this year he's up fighting for the main prize, and I tell you what, the old boy has definitely still got it, to steal his words. Stuart Walker, ladies and gentlemen, the champion of round 1 in the Brisbane Collision Centre Queensland Touring Car Championship. Stewie, well done, mate. Congratulations.
Thanks,
you worked, if you'll excuse the language, bloody hard for that one. But it's the hard ones to win that are the most rewarding, are they not?
They definitely are. He definitely didn't make it easy, but no, it was very enjoyable.
How relieved were you on the last lap when young Murray was there on the main straight and you guys had to tuck back in and go line astern through the kink when Harkey was, I'm sure, setting up an overtaking manoeuvre for the carousel?
Oh, well, it is what it is. You just got to deal with it as it comes, so that was good.
I guess one of the pitfalls of how narrow the race track is, but it worked in your favour on this occasion. The day couldn't have gone much better. 2nd and 2 first, and a good haul of points going forward. Does this tickle the thought of a championship onslaught for you, or are you just taking it round by round now?
Mate, at the end of the day, it's just round by round. We'll see where we are. It's very early in the season to be talking championships, so.
I spoke to someone earlier, I think it was Woody. Woody said something about $20 trophies. They look much more than $20 to me, Woody. I think you're playing for a bit more than $20 per round this year.
30.
Yeah, okay. Stewie, Morgan Park, the next stop, will we see you there?
No.
Okay.
No one's going.
No one's going to Morgan. Okay. It'll be me, 17 BMWs and me, myself and I. Okay, talk us through QR, because that is a racetrack that notoriously suits the Commodores. What about the threat of young Saxon Moyes here? Are you worried about him going forward?
Oh no, mate, it is what it is on the day, so we'll just turn up and see what happens.
He's giving me absolutely nothing, but I love it. Anyone you want to thank while you're up here?
Yeah, I'd like to thank everybody that come and give us a hand today, Paul and my wife and Rob and Nikki and Ronnie, and I'd also like to thank my personal sponsors, Accurate Caravan Repairs and Dixie Holdings and Brennan Express Transport, and also for this year, Burson's Auto Parts.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is a master in the lower ranks. He's going to be a master in the outright class as well. Round 1 winner, Stuart Walker. Let me just move in here so the podium can get their photos. And at this point in time, for the benefit of our West Bremer Radio and 2MCE audience, that is it from the presentation area. As we look ahead, it's just the start of a monster season of motorsport. And boys, well done. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere just yet, because Mark Giorgio is going to wrap this up for us in just a moment. But from me, thank you so much for your company, for your help and efforts throughout the day. For those that have come and stuck a microphone under, you've been terrific. There will be some news coming out with how you can listen to round 1 of the championship next weekend in the coming days. And here's to what should be a cracking season of motorsport. It's nice to be back, I should say, with you bloody fantastic people. Well done, and safe trip home in the deluge, and hope you find Noah's Ark. Giorgio, it's all yours. Well done, mate. You can stop that when he finishes if you want, or I can take it over or whatever.
All right, guys. We'll wrap it up. I'd just like to thank everyone once again for a great weekend. You've done a fantastic job out there. I'd like to thank all the committee members and everyone who helps out, does all the behind the work scenes for this club. They do a heap of work for us. I'd like to thank all the sponsors, Brisbane Collision Centre, Prism Motorworks, Uniglide, Hulley's Automotive, Tyre Busters, Prestige Stripes and Signs, Hanno's Car Care, Batiste Developments, 5 Photos, Fiona and Pete, Andrew Knight Electrical, Western Suburbs Mechanical, and High Qual Australia. So thanks very much. We'll be in touch on Facebook and social media about the next round. So thanks a lot, guys. Safe travels.